Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Rudy, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of how I walk through one of my images. I take my photos in manual, so up here in the top left you can see the settings my photo was taken at, in case anyone was curious. We're going to open the basic tab, but before we even do that, let's go to lens correction, and we'll enable profile corrections and remove chromatic aberration, because if Lightroom senses that you took an image with a certain lens, it wants to protrude that to exactly how it is. So we can do that and then click auto if we like. And that just brings the image a little closer. So I like what it did there. Lens correction is done. Now we can go ahead and move to our basic tab. First things first, the image looks a little dark to me, so we're going to go ahead and make it pop. Add a little exposure. I want to drop the highlights. Let's see what the shadows do. Okay, and bring the shadows up a little bit. If you want to hold alternate, click on this little meter and then you drag to the left. It's going to show you, or to the right, all of your whites are going to show you what is now overexposed. So once I let go of this, do you see how everything is overexposed? Okay, so once again, hold alt and then click on this little meter mover. And I want to do it in this image to where there's just that little speckle right here. And then the same thing with black, but instead of going right, you're going to go left. So you're going to drop it. And this is image clipping. So if you can see what that means, it clips part of the picture when it's too dark. That's called clipping. So we're going to go up, 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 up to where there's just a little bit. Oh no, that's too much. A little bit right there in his ear. This should be hidden. Clarity, I would like to put at 20. Vibrance, I feel like a -10 would work well for me, and a +20. And that's just going to make the image pop a little more. So right here, we have, our tone and presence done, and then our white balance, we can work on that after. All of that. This is the way I like to go in order. So I like to see my final product as it is. But I'm not even going to mess with the white balance. You can just double click the little raindrops to reset them. That's what I want to have it looking like. I'm going to go ahead and go to detail, and in this little square box, if you click a point of detail, so probably on the chain here, and we can increase this. Maybe let's just double it. So we'll go to 50, or we'll do 50. We'll do 60, and we'll increase our radius to 1.4. Now you see it's going to sharpen it, but it's also going to make it look as if there is a lot of noise or grain, but with digital photography we just consider it noise. So we're going to find the blackest or darkest part, the most out of focus blurred part in this image, and we're going to click on it, and to me that is this left corner. We go down to our noise reduction, which is our luminance button, and I feel like a nice 50 would flatten that out, and our goal is to flatten out the noise right here. So we'll type in a number, and then we'll bring our detail up to 65. And we'll see if that... okay, so 60. Okay, so that blurred it pretty well. Now we come back to this image when we do our one-to-one zoom. I'm sorry, my computer's taking a little longer to load. It's not perfect, but hey, you know what? The whole image as a whole looks great. Close our detail tab. Go to split toning. And for me, for this image, I feel a nice yellow highlights. I want the highlights to be yellow. That's a lot, but we'll leave it there and we'll adjust accordingly. And our shadows, I may want to keep them in the grays. I may want to go... this looks sort of like a movie. Bluish area. A little more magenta. A little more blue. Okay. I like it blue and yellow. You can adjust the balance of that, so you can make it all blue or all yellow. But we'll do 50-50 right there in the middle. That's the way we toned it. And if you have anything extra that you'd like to do, this is just a simple touch-up. You can even go to effects, and you can, add some some wow, I forgot what this was called. Oh, vignetting. You can make it darker going to the left, white going to the right. So let's see what we can do. This one I'll probably do -30, and that looks good. It really just accentuates the focus on the head. And see how this hair right here is a bothersome, this gray hair. We can go to our spot removal right here. We're gonna make it to heal, and if we just left click and drag it over that hair, it's gonna replace it. And then we click done, and now it replaced it with some of that hair. Little things like that are simple fixes. You could even go ahead and add a new adjustment brush, and we can put it over the eye right here. And if we push O, it's going to show it in red, so we know it's highlighted. Push it again, and we can drop the exposure if we'd want. We could raise it. We can do plenty of things. We can change the color, make the color yellow. Ooh, that's not really yellow. That's nasty. That's more so yellow. And then drop the exposure, and there we go. Now when we zoom out, I really don't like that. Leave it as it is. That's the image. This is the before and after. Before is on the left, after is on the right. And that is a, quick image coloration, quick final image. Hopefully you like the transition to where it's at. Have a good day.